Welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Jake. This is my brother.
I'm William. We are the Whiskey Bros, or just Whiskey Bros as the case may be.
Huh? And this is you, man.
Today we're doing one of my favorite bourbons I have in my collection right now, which is Horse Soldier. This is the Horse Soldier Signature Forged in Fire Small Batch Bourbon Whiskey. It is 95 proof. And their tagline is Legendary Men, Legendary Spirits.
Now, the guys who run Horse Soldier, there's actually a movie in 2018, I think, starring Chris Hemsworth and a couple other guys. What was it called again?
Something 12.
Something 12. Hold on. I want to find out for sure.
We were just
12
discussing-
strong. 12 strong.
Yeah.
12 strong. I haven't seen the movie yet. I want to see it, but it's their story. It was a small Green Beret unit, and they
Mountains of Afghanistan.
and they actually fought off quite a large number of people on horseback with the help of the locals out there.
Yeah.
So they came back. They started a distillery company, tribute to themselves and others, called it Horse Soldier. Apparently, they got a strong network of vets that work for them.
Yeah, apparently it's a very strong veteran-owned, operated company that does a lot for veterans, apparently. And we locally in St. Petersburg have the restaurant, the Stillhouse.
The Stillhouse, which we are looking forward to visiting sometime soon.
Yep.
Do their whiskey tastings and maybe even get a couple appetizers there. Try out their
cuisine.
food.
Yeah.
It is a high-end restaurant.
It's not a cheap restaurant.
No, it's not a cheap restaurant, and it's not a place you can go with just jeans and a t-shirt.
No, I think they do have a dress code.
They have a dress code. It's not super strict. It's a bit casual fun.
Now, just getting into the bottle real quick, I absolutely love this metal label on the front of the bottle. I think it's very attractive. And each one of their different categories of spirit or different levels of spirit have different colors to the metal on their labels. Like the Commander, which is a $600 bottle of, I think it's 13-year-old.
It's 13-year-old. Yeah.
Bourbon.
I believe so.
It's like a burnt, it's like black and it's like well aged. It's like a tarnished silver. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna be done fondling the bottle because he's looking at me like, dude, I'm thirsty. You gonna pour that shit?
I gotta be honest with people.
There we go.
That was nice. I've not really been in the mood to drink since we made our last video.
Yeah.
So just started getting the feeling back to have some whiskey. So pretty excited to start with one I actually really like.
And we still got a little bit more in there, but you can tell this bottle's been well loved by the amount of liquor still left in it.
That was almost full when I got here.
Yes, it was.
That was almost full just about a month and a half ago.
I bought it right before you got here. I think I drank 2 drinks out of it.
Yeah, that is dark.
It's very dark,
But
honey.
not cloudy. Not cloudy at all.
Very clear.
Very clear, like very transparent. You can see through it.
It gives a nice oily coating to the glass. It clings to the glass.
And a good oaky finish to it.
It kicks you right in the nose if you get too deep on the smell.
Doesn't have a strong acetone hit though.
No,
Like
you have to get deep on it.
Yeah, you can tell it's a quality quality made bourbon.
Yeah, it's got teeth. It will bite you.
What is the proof on this one?
95.
95. That is 47.5% alcohol. So it's a stout. It's a stout whiskey.
But it is. I was gonna say it. I was gonna say it.
You were gonna say the S word?
I was gonna say the S word.
I don't know if that. I don't know if that applies here. I'll have to wait and see. The United
It's
States
got a
of
nice
America
nose.
was forged by pioneers, bold trailblazers, explorers, and warriors. In the American spirit of adventure, we proudly present Horse Soldier Bourbon Whiskey. Handmade and bottled by American Freedom Distillery in Columbus, Ohio. Been there. Been there. Nice.
And they've also got a distillery now in Tennessee, I believe.
A little bit of a nut, like kind of a nutty scent.
Nutty. I'm getting a little apple pie kind of, like baked apple pie.
Yeah, like
crust.
a sour, like a green apple.
Hmm. All right. Well,
You even get a little bit of that apple when you drink it. Like a little bit of that sour apple with a little bit of spice note.
I took a healthy drink out of that, and that was delicious.
I don't find it to be smooth, but I don't find it to be. I find it to be right there where it's not hard to drink, but you're definitely feeling it.
Yeah. The fire in this one's very much on the tongue, and then in the back you're going to get it in the chest.
Yeah, it just coats the throat and just gently warms as it hits like right there in the bottom of the chest, and it just sits there and just kind of.
It's got a good
radiates a little heat.
It's got a good brown sugar, maybe some caramelized like wood. You could really taste the oak.
You can taste the char, and I like that in a bourbon.
Yeah, it's sweet.
I like the sweetness, and then the hit of that oaky charred goodness.
Yeah.
You know, that's.
Like I said, this is one of my favorites. I can sit down and drink this and enjoy it. And it's not such a cost prohibitive bottle. This bottle is about $60 to $70, depending where you get it, where we're at. I don't know what it costs in your area. Prices are going to differ.
I've never found, like, when you first started telling me about it, which was a couple weeks before I got here, I looked for it. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
I'm from Missouri. I'm sure it's out there. We didn't have a lot of liquor stores in our town, and you know the ones that were there sold very bottom end liquor.
Yeah.
You know, not any places I'd recommend going. But no, I like it. It has that little bit of an apple hit. Has that smoky charred flavor. It's not harsh to drink, but you feel like you're actually getting a quality, good stout bourbon.
Yeah. Is this the best? No. I hate to talk about the Blantons, but I like the Blantons just a touch more than this.
Let's not bring up the Blantons anymore.
I know. He's like, we don't need to talk about the Blantons, but it's relevant in this conversation.
Hey, you know what? It falls in between a McCormick's. No, I'm joking.
It's funny. We were at the liquor store earlier, and we, for the life of us, cannot find a McCormick's. So we're trying to figure out if McCormick's is a real thing, or did we make this shit up? Oh, he's gonna actually look it up.
I'm gonna look it up because I'm sure there's a McCormick's whiskey.
Yeah.
McCormick's whiskey.
Here is some information about
Is there a
McCormick
McCormick's?
blended whiskey. McCormick Distilling Company has a whiskey heritage that goes back to 1856.
McCormick Irish Cream Liquor is $12.
Is there a McCormick's?
Benchmark, I guess it's Benchmark 8, is $10.99.
So we're going to be doing our under $20 or $20 bottle. We'll be doing $20 bottles.
We each got to pick out 3 bottles.
Three
They
bottles.
Have to be, it's going to be anywhere between $1 to $25.
Yeah, no greater than $25
Yeah.
pre-tax.
Yeah. And and you get 3 bottles. The only rules is it has to be either an Irish whiskey, an American whiskey, a bourbon, or a Scotch. So it has to be a whiskey, but it can't be a flavored whiskey. It can't be a Fireball, an apple cinnamon this, or anything like that. It has to be an actual whiskey.
Yep.
It can come in a plastic bottle. It can have a screw cap. It can have anything else. It could cost $1,
but
it could cost $25.
Getting back to this, I recommend it. I think it is a phenomenal bourbon. It is a bit steeper on the price than some others that might be just as good.
But they got cheaper versions.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like they got entry level. Like this is their middle of the road, right?
They got 80 proof. I think they have an
Yeah.
80 proof one. That's their regular Kentucky straight bourbon. I think it's. Yeah, so you can get the cheaper versions of this, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'm pretty sure they're good.
Even without knowing the history behind it, because you kind of told me a little bit. I've kind of read a little bit. Even without knowing the history, if you would just handed me this bottle and just told me, hey, here, try some Horse Soldier, I would have poured it. Would have been fantastic whiskey.
Yeah.
Great bourbon. Knowing the history behind it, the gentlemen that have created this company, what they do for the veteran community, what they do for their very own community, what they've been through, and the sacrifices they've made, makes this bourbon better than anything else back.
You're going to see more of this brand on our channel, Horse Soldier. I have a feeling, especially me being a veteran, we're going to be doing a little bit more to cover this company and what they're doing. And we also want to do a trip where we're going to record when we go down to the restaurant, down to the still house in St. Petersburg. And we're going to sit and enjoy some, not only flights of their different flavors of the Horse Soldier, but we're also going to try some cocktails made
With Horse Soldier bourbon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for that because I've never had like an old fashioned actually made.
Yeah,
at a bar.
professionally made.
Yeah, professionally made.
He's only had the ones that I half-assed.
I've never had a Manhattan at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because even the one I made, I didn't even call it a Manhattan.
Yeah. I've had whiskey sours.
Okay.
You know.
Have you had a real whiskey sour or
Like at the
with a
bar,
mix?
Like with a mix.
Okay.
It's a local bar. Pull out a plastic tub of sweet and sour mix and dump it in
geez.
some whiskey and throw
You
some
know what's
crushed ice
not?
in it and call it.
You know what's
call it a
not
day.
in a real whiskey sour? Sweet and sour mix.
Wow, you know what? A lot of
I've never had a real whiskey sour. I'm excited to try one. It's actually made with an egg white. So I'm excited to try it. But that being said, this would make an excellent old fashioned if you were so inclined. It's a bit pricier than I would use for an old fashioned. I would definitely go with a really good quality rye or other kind of bourbon that doesn't have the price
like
on as this one.
You know what? Like when you get into it, there's kind of like a hit of like black pepper and maple.
Oh, I did get the maple. It does have some peppery notes. I wonder what the rye is in this. Because there is some spice to it. There is a little bit of spice.
Yeah, there's a little bit of spice to it. I like it.
They don't have a grain bill on here, so don't really know what's all in it. And I'm looking at the camera and I realize that the whole bottom part of the label's cut off for most of this shot.
I can tell you what's in that bottle right now.
Okay, go ahead and tell me what's in this bottle.
Golden, delicious goodness.
Yeah, it's really good.
It is so good. And go out, pick up a bottle of it, definitely. The 40 proof is going to be fine. It
It might be higher than that, actually. It might be like 45.
Yeah, but I think that runs around the $40 mark, and mid $40 mark, and yeah, that's a very affordable bourbon, especially the quality of bourbon that you're getting in this.
Yeah.
So good.
It is excellent. I've thoroughly enjoyed every drink I've had out of this bottle, and I'm already shopping to buy another one because we're down to
Like 2 more drinks.
there's almost a dead soldier here. So with that, highly recommend Horse Soldier. I've had 2 of their different types now. I had one at a bar that was a lot more expensive than this one, but I don't think it was a Commander's. But you'll enjoy it, and that's all I got. So until next time, drink when you're happy and be happy with what you drink.
I can't wait to find McCormick's whiskey and do a review on McCormick's.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, blends and McCormick's. Every fucking episode.
Every fucking
Blends
episode.
and McCormick's.
I was just trying to keep it real with the people out there. Let them know we're gonna sample the working man's whiskey one day.
Jesus fuck.